Hello, my name is Alex Thomas, and I'm running for Ypsilanti Township Supervisor. I want to thank Ypsi Can I Share for this opportunity to answer these critical questions. And since I have 5 minutes, I'm going to get right into them. First, please describe for us how you have involved yourself in your local community, another political office, or in broader volunteer business projects to serve and benefit people of color, the underprivileged, and the disenfranchised in your district. Well, my district would be Ypsilanti Township, the township, and what I've done to benefit people of color, the underprivileged, is let people know that Ypsilanti Township is the second largest municipality in the county. It's really important that people understand that because Ypsilanti Township being different than the city, we're about 30% African American. There's about 19,000 African Americans in Ypsilanti Township. That's about the population of the city of Ypsi, which is about 21,000. So it's benefiting people of color, the underprivileged, by highlighting in the county discussion where they are at in terms of resources, what is equitable and how much investment should be in them in that community. That's the African American and the underprivileged community within Ypsilanti Township. I've really worked to try to address inequity in both of those because being African American doesn't mean underprivileged. Those are distinct communities, African American and underprivileged. But I've worked to benefit all residents in Ypsilanti Township is when ARPA funding came. I was one of the co-founders of ARPA is the American Rescue Plan, Joe Biden and the federal government's plan to address COVID. Ypsi Township was one of the areas most impacted, African American and underprivileged community, particularly hard. But I was one of the co-founders of Ypsi Nice, and we surveyed residents in Ypsilanti Township in those areas that are predominantly African American and some of the underprivileged areas. Found out what they were most concerned with, which was youth programming, mental health, and housing, and other things. We lobbied Ypsilanti Township government, and when they ignored the community, I got a condemnation by the County Democratic Party for the way that they neglected the African American community. And we've also, with Ypsi Nice, we have a solid community base to work and advocate for the African American and underprivileged community going forward. So, well, I hope that wasn't 5 minutes. Let me get my second question. If you are elected, please describe your plans on how you use your office to serve and benefit people of color, the underprivileged, and disenfranchised in your district. I'll use my office to do my job and pay attention to them, which the president administration hasn't. I am going to direct the state, federal funding that's available, the county funding that should, as we being the second largest municipality and have as many African Americans as almost as the total number of people in the city of Ypsi. The 56,000 people in Ypsilanti Township deserve that equitable share of the resources in which their numbers as part of the county are used to get those resources. So I'm going to use my office to do that, and I'm going to invest in youth and also invest in housing and invest in data and evidence-based solutions to making our communities safer and not just I'm not going to invest in law enforcement and invest in more police and solutions that don't have data and evidence to back up their efficacy. And number three, with the racial climate we're living in, especially since the death of George Floyd, what is your plan to challenge inequities within our institutional system? What is your plan to build commitment for racial equity? Well, to do what I've been doing. When I moved back here, I was teaching in China for 8 years, and I came back in 2016 and saw the incredible inequity, saw the decline in my neighborhood. I started working to address it, and that is volunteering with the health department. When elected, I was to strengthen that relationship with county government and the health department to direct resources to address those health inequities and that infrastructure that's there. I'll be a partner instead of an obstacle as Ypsi Township government has been. I am going to continue to fight by writing and using the bully pulpit, the platform of the Ypsilanti Township Supervisor's position, and educating the county about the condition of the African Americans and also the underprivileged community, and how important it is that we recognize that, not conflate it with the city of Ypsilanti, and also not forget about brothers and sisters in Southern Superior Township and not forget about Pittsfield Township, like Glacier Hills, Spice Street, and people don't, those 20,000 people of the 39,000 people in Pittsfield live between 23 and Carpenter Road, and they're very disenfranchised. That's a democracy desert. So I'm focused on and winning, becoming the next Ypsilanti Township supervisor, and using that pulpit and that platform and those mechanisms of local government that have been fighting against because they have not been working for the people of color or the underprivileged or Ypsilanti Township as a whole. I'm going to use that position if I'm given the opportunity to continue what I've been doing and fight for African Americans, the underprivileged, and equity in Ypsilanti Township in general. So thank you very much. I appreciate this opportunity, and please vote for me August 6th.